and I was so good to a witty and media sabon so from Yobi. Make us say a idea. Yeah, share the Ningo-Prampram District Assembly and the Ekosiisen Ewoho, the Honorable District Chief Executive for the district is with us in studio. But messages need be brina about the interest in conversation is huge. We say, good afternoon, Obi. Please ask the DC what is he doing about the darkness from Prampram roundabout to New Ningo, then from old Ningo Township to the Ningo Senior High Technical School. About street light, Daniel Teye Doku, Ewo Gulf City. Honorable, and one of my other messages. No, it is street light.
Yes, street light. Yeah.
Okay,
but it is not. They are very stretch, you know. Time street light, you know. A whole, need low tension posts. Meaning they are like along the street,
light
the
post,
street, you know. Posts are high tension.
High tension,
and to me,
street,
and the any ECG for Nakasa. I almost see your matrack or more
regional office.
Exactly. Says now can you see low tension post along that stretch.
Yes.
We can now as an assembly by
fixed street light.
Because I don't have the figure here, but if you look at the figure, time minimum MD Nikasa it's quite huge. Getting that, but I think if you get to Prampram, Ningo, Dowenya, Fienya, you are fixing street lights, but it is not enough. It is not the number. Because you were 22 electoral areas.
22
and you have 22 assembly members. And anything you have to divide it into. The last time they told street like about 200. So we have to divide it for the all assembly areas, exactly. And some of your government appointees 10. Who they come with 32. And it is so those are the things
about to New
Ningo, exactly.
And now almost old Ningo Township to Ningo Senior High.
It is not New Ningo per se. One some benevolent woman be
okay.
And then in the evening, who call New Ningo, who free Prampram, who call New Ningo. I think the woman has helped in buying, I think about 50 or something street lights. We call Old Ningo Township up to the Aokano. On that stretch. But it has not covered all the places.
Okay.
It has not covered. One other place I would have wished to also do is from Prampram Junction. Maybe I for Adute, Uko Prampram, all the way to Prampram. Uko houses here, there are no street lights. Because you need low tension posts. The last time you be in government Akasa, Wabua Maya street lights be. We wanted to take it to the new areas. They say Savannah Road, PS Global. No impose I want telephone way. So only bill, but if you want to fix low tension posts, and once this is not the budget of the ECG, it means the assembly has to pay for, which is quite expensive. So these are things we are working with central government, especially with ECG. I think until Honorable Peter who left the place, I think it's a constituent. And now, or boy, with regard to some of these street lights, the assembly from time to time also buy some of these things. But one other thing is that sometimes you want to like this thing. If it does in the budget, it becomes difficult in doing it. Now see what no auditors about now they are on you. But exactly. So these are things we would like to do. So we are working on them.
Okay. Was it Obi road from Afienya to Dawenya, Afienya to Mobole. Sanitation is also very poor in Afienya. Suggestions to my DCA is we have a lot of stone quarry at Shy Hills. Let them come and meet them. Negotiate for some of the roads to be fixed because they use our roads more often. More suggestions, you can give my number to him. General Ewo Afienya.
All right.
And on the way.
I think the Afienya Dawenya road no major road. It's the only road that connects the N1 and the N2.
Okay.
It joins the Aflau Road and the whole road.
And the whole road.
And the major road, it was started. The contractor he did a lot of job. But this thing was submitting his certificate. He delayed in payment, delayed in coming, and he moved out of. And I think yes, somewhere in November, December, he was paid when some contractors were paid. Also, my discussions with him, he was supposed to move to site in December, and say me call public forum. So contractor was supposed to move to site. Or by side, but yes, on pegging, almost on technical.
Yeah.
And since then, I think it has not been. It's been difficult getting him after December, and I don't know the actual status of we. But what I know is, and I think during the December when even President came around, he even told us, they have paid the contract. Was supposed to move to site. As to why it's not on the Fiena, the Wenya Road, we need to find out. The other thing is, this is not a contract that is coming from the assembler. I have direct control over. Sometimes some of these things you also need to go and find out. And it's quite challenging because Mikael said December, I said, the contractor was moving to site. Based on information I have, it turned out, the person did not come. And Japan is, then you put your credibility, your integrity and
everything on the line.
On the line. But but we are still pushing. Okay. Not formal way. Be say now when your contract was been test and also be now we answer no but that contract is almost done. But this is not an official explanation. So that thing is one of the Mobile Road. We are pushing myself and Teye Doku. Because it's from Afenya to Dodowa. It's another bad road. Another bad road that is from Old Ningo to Amiam. And Old Ningo to Chupuli. These are roads, and I keep telling my people, these are roads that Assembly doesn't have the means in fixing them. So as a DC, I have to go and lobby central government. And most of the time, what they are saying is, we write. And so when I get these platforms, sometimes I produce some of the letters I've written and the reminders, and but we are still pushing, at least that side of town, because when last year here our roads, at least 1 or 2, 3 roads we have been captured, but we are hoping, in this in the second year of they will turn and look at.
Well, hello, good afternoon, Obi. My name is John Ansa from Pong. My concern has to do with water. Our taps are always not flowing for a long time now. Sometimes even in 2 weeks, we wouldn't have water flowing in our homes. Sometimes it would be opened at dawn, and the next time water would flow would be in a week or 2. I hear we the Pong citizens get our source from Prampram. I want to ask the DC why our taps are not always flowing. Thank you.
I think
Pom, another district.
But the Pom is your free Prampram.
Okay.
The Prampram, the water company now, share Boni Prampram.
Yeah.
The office is in Prampram. Is the office that is in Prampram.
Okay.
Not say you water from Pom.
Okay.
And most of you are not familiar with that terrain. You walk Pom. That is who call Atimpoku.
And who call Atimpoku?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You walk Pom.
On a water treatment.
Yeah. And then before me back, I had a meeting with my district water manager, Mr. Ban. And I don't want to be seen say I'm only excuses. No, it's becoming too much. But some of these things, meaning Kasai or see, look, the main line walk to this side, like Tema Shama. These were lines that were done in the 50s. And as we speak, baby, almost PM in Shonu baby now. I say, now how do we call it? It get best.
Yeah.
So they control the pressure in pump, in opening whatever. The only reservoir sometimes the water comes in Washama Secondary School, Washama Secondary, and these were things that were done in the 50s. And the Omu being so now, those of us at the high level who call Prampram side, so they are forced to do rationing. You know, I live there. Sometimes for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't have water. Exactly. But when you speak to them, so these are things we've written extensively to the works ministry. I think Honorable Attach and every day, like it's like, oh, government is also sourcing for funds to change some of these lines, so that all of us. So it is not only a problem in Pom, but Uko Prampram Dce. So sometimes they have to close the like 3-4 days. Or Def Traco come to 25 side. Now those of us in Prampram Ningo na Yanyebi or now more close here. And sometimes what happens is when they close this side for this, then maybe there is a problem on the line. And people say instead of you getting water for 2 days, the time you are supposed to get, now there is and before maybe now we have to go and fix some line beer assay. So that for people of Prampram and Ningo to get water, it's quite challenging. But we are still pushing, say, at least some of these major works and our infrastructure work, central government.
I'll run through these ones quickly. We say, Obi, please ask him. The Savannah Road was started just last year, but now it has become manholes. What are they telling the contractors? Fred, Eddie, good afternoon, Obi. Please ask the DC, when are they going to construct the Dawina Afienya Rough Road? Okay, Patrick, Dawina. Obi, I live at the PS Global Estate. Last year, before the elections, portions of our gutters were hurriedly constructed in anticipation of the road being done from the Estate Junction. The contractor has abandoned site, and when it rains, it's very bad. Please ask the DC when our road will be done. Charles Danso, PS Global Estate. Obi, please ask DC what's he doing about the water problem in Ningo. This problem has been there for a very long time. Kwete Winsco. Winsco say, Obi, please ask the DC what they are Mataheko Presby down. People have built on waterways, bad drainage system, and it seems their attention is only in Prampram and Ningo. We say, Obi, I'm in Canada and I've heard of properties being sold in the Prampram area. I'm interested. Who do I get in touch with and how? Honorable Emreninti, your best sima in 5 more minutes to go. Fa yi we nyina na I think property ne de no.
Yes, I think so. On the Afienya Dawina, I can't want them. Savannah Road. This is a contract that was given by Highways.
Okay.
It's true. And we are going less than 1 year. And I think I've been there. I've brought the regional highway director to the place. We've complained. But you see, this is something that is done in Accra. And yeah, assembly in a awarded contract so that myself or my works engineer will be held responsible. Yes. So we've complained to the relevant authorities so that whatever will happen, why that road, I don't know. But I think within a very short period, the PS Global Road, yes, this is a major thing now. I was there about 3 weeks ago. I think I even have the videos and the pictures there. Yes, it's about among the about 3 or 4 roads capture. I think some around the Mataiku, the PS Global, the Def Traco. Urban roads is working on them, but and just said the road has been abandoned. First of all, you have to do the drainage, which I think largely has been done. So the next phase is for the bitumen or whatever to be applied. So we'll come there and do it. Obviously, we have abandoned Mataiko. It is not true. And then in Sotoa, one of the areas are no problem. You have Mataiko area. So we go and Mataiko Afienya. You need hydrological works department. We are opening up and doing a lot of storm drains. Let me F drain because you see we are not doing the concrete work as of now. But I want to do something now. In Sionu start here, at least the effect will be minimal. So see Obia somebody has built on waterways, and the assembly is not everywhere at any time. So it is proper, say they will bring it to our attention, and they know, say these days the assembly is more effective.
Permits
exactly.
from the assembly.
Exactly. So when we come and you don't have the permit, we deal with you, and I can show you videos and pictures of a lot of structures we pull down. That you are on the wrong place. We don't have a. Sometimes who person be here. Now there is a court where you say blah blah blah, but let me set the record straight. Say, if you don't have a permit from the assembly and you put up a structure, it is an illegal structure. I don't need to go to court to go and get whatever to come and pull it down. And this is some people must get it clear. And the oba na I say baby, when we based on our scheme, we will deal with that. Another challenge is that the reason why sometimes you need to mobilize, because this is relatively a young assembly. It was created in 2012. As we speak, we need machines. And most of the time, we have to go to town and hire some of these heavy duty equipment for some of these things. And that is about finance. Now with the property, yes. So as we said earlier, Accra is moving to Ningo-Prampram. Tema is moving. Let's say it's a greater Accra is moving. So the assembly wants to be proactive. And it's as a result of that, this Accra City Extension Project, Abaho. And this is something initially, when we started, the assembly was fully to handle everything, together with the local government ministry and the UN Habitat. We've traveled to look at blah, blah, blah. But along the line, don't forget, the land doesn't belong to the assembly.
The assembly.
It's for the chiefs, it's for blah, blah, blah. And over the years, the way sometimes they feel say some government agencies have handled their land issues over your side of town, they weren't happy. So they weren't having the confidence in giving the land out to the assembly to manage the land on their behalf. So now we've brought on some private investors, partners on board to partner the assembly and that of the UN Habitat and the local government. What we've done is we want to plan well so that these issues of haphazard building is we want to get rid of before Ningo-Prampram also 10. So now we have acquired some lands, and what we are doing is to put up the structure based on the area and what is there and the income of individuals. So they are friend rent to own. I think it's a novel or something. It has it has not been done so well here in Ghana. So you start here and you move into your property, you pay rent like the normal rent,
monthly rate.
Then you pay over a period of 25 years.
Okay.
Now Udia. So these are things I'm from one, I'm for a friend. Oh, who's these schemes need they say I will see upsa say people don't trust. I am saying here, and as the DC say, this is a project the assembly is fully in charge. We are very much aware what various sites and you by a project manager. Thankfully, by the benevolence of Central University, my office Kakra, Central the City Extension Project. No, you see our project manager now register, and they will take you through the process based on your financial BB and the where you
location
want to,
open
exactly and the type of building open. And I'm sure that once you are able to implement this and do it well, some of these revenue near my air canon will now be a thing of the past. It is going to help the assembly in realizing a lot of revenue from some of these. And me sure say, of course, the challenges are huge, but they are surmountable. And some of us, we don't give up easily. We need say you're betting and we are there working on. And Obi also Canada. Yes.
Ope biatono.
Mivia number ni imo ni sanya manua yedi yes manu yebeja
okay.
Now you send it to them so that we banner. But I also want to say and I say this all the time, say look, our offices are always opened. myself and those of us, the assembly members, we are not repository of wisdom. And we are open up. Obi or any idea, the person should come. Obi, I am the type, you don't need to come and book in 1 week. Once you come, I am in the office, you see me. You to me, friend me, I can book an appointment and meet you. People should bring up ideas so that we will open, at least Ningo-Prampram yeah. It's for all of us. And I don't want to say, now, wait, me, I don't want to say it. They be. Everybody should bring all the ideas together. I also want to say, Ghana, we are a religious state. So some of these things, we need people to always keep reminding us and in prayers. Some the knowledge and the understanding, and just to keep what
running the assembly. Anio Sabute said the water situation is more terrible than how the DC puts it. For months, and I won't say 2, but sometimes 3 to 4 months. The gap comes, the tap comes only once. Just 3 days ago, the water came, but lasted for only 4 hours. And this is after more than 3 months without water. I've not had water for months. But last week when I got home, the water company had come to drop a bill at home for me to pay. What am I paying for? I know the district manager, Mr. Ban, has been extremely responsive anytime I've approached him. But we need a permanent solution to the situation. Ani Osabute, resident of Ningo-Prampram, and on also the way about UEFA in Suno.
Yes, Obi, Annie is right. And I think I said it, look, you go, they also give explanation as to why the problem so that Annie is my brother. We should all come together so that we put a little bit pressure for government to look for the necessary funding. They should change the line from bomb. And because I'm told, say, once that is done, now problems are. You see, your problem also go through the same thing for months. New issue. The last time, me mommy friend me say the same way Ani Osabuti. If you know way you can say bill. Meanwhile, we've not received water in the house so my own mom biological now say look, you are the DC, you are look. It's not easy. It's a difficult situation.
I get you.
But I'm also saying, you see, sometimes, yes, you are the DC, the Ghana Water, ECG. They are not directly under
you. Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes, once these issues come, you only also go and find out exactly. But you see, people who don't know the difference, they put all the blames on you, and you are not getting water. DC, blah 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 blah. But it's part of the job. So,
Honorable, my nasi na yemfa NC, Madam Fubi wa Denmark, Mr. President, Obi. Please, is that Honorable Jonathan Teye Doku in your studio? And
yes, I'm the one.
Say, yes. Also, or the building be on that stretch, or Denmark. And also, if you are coming from Pung to the Community 25 more, just on your left side. It was in the project. That's in your district, right?
Yeah,
yes. Okay.
You see, if you take that route from the Boom, coming, we share boundary with the Bonkatamaso. Okay. Filling station be wo your friend Goodness Energy. Okay. And now DPS road. Okay. That is where so behind the road is Bonkatamaso. Who call him Kakra? Then you enter Ningo-Prampram.
Wow. My say Honorable Jonathan Teye Doku, District Chief Executive Ningo-Prampram District Assembly for passing through. Charles Ewayalolo or say Obi, I personally worked with Honorable and trust me, he's such a dedicated MC. As a board member on the Ayalolo project, he has selflessly helped us through all our challenges, and very soon Ayalolo will start operations from Prampram.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. And that's Charles. Charles, thank you for your message. Honorable, Yadase. I will talk again. All the best. Ekosiisen,